Hey everyone. I typically don't do a live video on a Sunday about my journey. But actually I haven't even did a live video for a while. I've just been doing some YouTube videos documenting my journey as I go through this. So I wanted to check in, as the title said, like even God is still there when you have to jump over obstacles along the way. And as you can see, I have a sling on. I didn't break my arm. I didn't fall or anything like that. Thursday night after I got off work, I went to, which everyone knows I'm working at home. I actually, I can't see anybody to say hi if you're on there because of the sun. But I want to be outside. Anyway, back to the story. Thursday after work, I go in to put my pajamas on and I pull my shirt off and I see blood. And I'm like, what the heck is happening? Why am I seeing blood? Well, you guys know I have tissue expanders in, which I'm 11 weeks post-op tomorrow. Plus, that's 2 weeks, just 2 weeks away from my final surgery. And I see blood. So I'm like, what the heck is this? I had to get a mirror to look because it's under my left breast. I got a mirror to look and it had busted open and I'm stretching so much. So I'm like, okay, so what I'm going to do is put some Neosporin on it. I'll call the doctor in the morning. Well, 2 hours later, I got up to go to the bathroom. My whole breast was red. So I'm like, that's not good. So I called urgent care. They said, we can't help you because we don't know what to do with the type of surgery post-op that you've had. So you have to go to ER. So that is not where I wanted to go. Not during the pandemic, the COVID-19, knowing I have a surgery coming up in 2 weeks. So I got my mask on, and this is like midnight. So I was in the emergency room until 3:30 in the morning on Friday morning, and I have cellulitis. It had finally busted through the skin. Cellulitis isn't good. Especially when you have tissue expanders. From my research, I did find that you can get infections from tissue expanders. I've been feeling a lot of ripping, like stitches ripping on the inside, and that's because there's a mesh that they sew in. I think it's called amberum or something, but they had to sew that mesh into my pectoral muscle so that way it will hold that implant. So all that ripping, like I kept feeling stitches are being ripped, all of that was actually, I was expanding so much, those stitches that they put in to stitch that mesh material in is coming out. They're supposed to dissolve, but I was expanding so much they didn't dissolve, they ripped. So you can get infections from that. That is not what I'm wanting. Talk about some fear. So I get home from the hospital at 3:30. They gave me medicine, and they called my surgeon who was on call. And he said he wanted to see me right away that morning. So I was at his office. He opens at 9. I checked into his office at 9:06 a.m. And they looked at it and he said, this looks angry. Because it busted out. It was bleeding, pus. And he told me, we got to get this cleared up. Because if it's an infection in the tissue expander, then we will have to have a surgery to remove the tissue expanders and I would have to start this whole process over. And I was, total fear came all on me. I was crying. I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I can't go through this again. I just can't. I just can't. Because in reality, what happens is if they have to remove the tissue expanders, then I would have to be flat, which some of you don't understand. They're like, well, it's just boobs. Oh, it's just boobs. Blah, blah. Well, yeah, it is. But one of the things that helped me get through this is even when it looked all deformed and I looked like Frankenstein and it looked weird, I still had something there. It wasn't flat. It was not flat. So yes, it is just boobs. But I can't see myself flat for like 2 months to get rid of an infection and then have to put these expanders back in and do all of this over again and not see my family and not see my grandkids. So yes, it's just boobs, but it's me. And I want them. And I don't care how big they are. I don't care. I just want them. I don't want to look flat. Not even for 2 days. Anyway, so got that out. I've been on antibiotics. Strong antibiotics. I take them every 6 hours. And I am doing everything I can to get this cleared up. So my surgery isn't postponed and I don't have to go through all this again. I'm getting on here today because it's Sunday, and I know a lot of people are probably off doing their thing on Memorial Day weekend. I had plans too. I had plans to go be with my kids for the whole weekend. Well, that didn't work out. So I'm on medicine. Dr. Shaw gave me a patch. And I have to keep it wrapped. One good thing about these tissue expanders is he immediately drained out a whole syringe of fluid to relieve some of the pressure to allow this infection to heal. So ever since, well, this was just Friday, it's Sunday, it's just been 2 days. And I still have 2 weeks to clear this up. Because as long as it's cleared up and it's not a tissue expander infection, I will be fine. So I have been taking pictures because I can't even take a bath or shower. I can't get it wet. Can't get in the lake like I was gonna. Well, I probably wasn't gonna get in the lake, but who knows what I would have done. So God had to stop me. But anyway, he stopped me, and I have been taking my sit baths. With my grandma that passed away. I have her little chair. But anyway, I take my sit baths, and after I cannot get this part wet at all. And I'm listening to the doctor. I'm listening to God. I'm holding on, and I am a soldier, and I have faith, and I'm going to have my surgery on June 8th. That's my final surgery, and I'm going to beat this. I beat cancer. I can beat this dang infection. I always forget what it's called, but I forgot. It starts with a C, whatever. I can't. Cellulitis, that's what it is. So I am beating cellulitis. So with that being said, I can tell you that I am definitely going to be looking at my breasts every day. I typically didn't like to, because I don't like to look at myself, because it's one breast is high, it's coming out here. Now the other breast is failed less, so it's there. It's just not something I want to look at. I don't want to look at myself right now. Well, I have to. Because maybe if I did, I could have maybe caught this before it broke through the skin. So, good news, praise report. Keep in mind, it's only been 2 days. 2 days. since I've been on medicine and my little medicated patch that I have to change out every day and keep this all wrapped up. And it's underneath, so it's really hard to see. So I've been taking a picture. I took a picture of the first day and it looked angry coming from my nurse. I took a picture of the second day and I can already see the improvement. I sent it to my mom. I was like, look, it looks better. It looks better. Today I took a picture. It looks even better. I have to sit at home. I cannot move on Memorial Day weekend. Just cannot move this. I have to rest and I have to do very little of anything. And I'm doing that. I'm listening. I am listening to God. And I know that He has me. He's brought me this far. Almost 3 months later, He's brought me this far. And He's not going to leave me. I know that. He wouldn't have brought me this far to have a setback and have me go all the way back and have to do all this over again. He's not going to do that. And I know that for a fact because I can see the healing happening just in 2 days. So I'm going to do what He says to do what the doctors say to do what my nurses say to do. I'm going to sit my tail down, keep my butt sitting down, do not move this arm, keep this still. I am in pain, but hey, no pain, no gain. I've been in pain for 3 months, so I can handle the pain. But I'm going to beat this. And if I got to sit still like a mummy and don't move, I will. So what I'm requesting today, please, whenever you see this, I know you guys are off in barbecues and lakes and having a great time. When you see this, please say a little prayer for me, for healing with this cellulitis and for it to be gone in the name of Jesus. I pray for myself. I rebuke this cellulitis right now in the name of Jesus. It will be gone. Yes, and I want you all to agree with me. I want you to agree with me that this is going to be gone and my surgery is going to go on like it's supposed to so I can put this behind me and start living again with my kids and my grandkids, living for Jesus. So that's all I got today. Whew, I just got myself all fired up. Anyway, continue to pray for me. I'll be here in the house. But it's all good. I love you all. Have a great Sunday. And God is still good. I can't stop this.